You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
Bears fans, this needs to happen. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, after trading for offensive lineman Ryan Bates yesterday from the Buffalo Bills, which won't become official until March 13th to start a new league year and pending a physical, the Chicago Bears gave up a fifth-round pick to make that move to get Ryan Bates. That means Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears only have 5 total draft picks in the 2024 NFL draft. Everyone knows that Ryan Poles loves his draft picks. He loves building through the NFL draft. So this is exactly what I would do to get more draft picks in the 2024 NFL draft. Before I go any further with today's episode of Keek on the Mic, I want to give a huge shout out, a huge birthday shout out to QB1 in Chicago, quarterback Justin Fields. I hope you have a good birthday. I hope you can block out some of the negativity and some of the noise that you're hearing from some of these Bears fans. Hey, we are still riding with you. Until we get the official news, Justin Fields is QB1 in Chicago. So Bears fans, there's so many different ways and possibilities for Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears to get more draft picks. I know we can trade back from the number 9 overall spot and probably get a couple of draft picks, but we all know that Ryan Poles loves to build through the NFL draft, and we all know that the Chicago Bears have a whole lot of holes to fill, and 5 draft picks is not going to get it done for all the areas of needs that we have on the Chicago Bears roster. So I know I've been hearing a lot of people saying, hey, we could trade down from the number 9 overall spot. If we trade quarterback Justin Fields, that will probably net us a 2nd or 3rd round pick. But personally, Bears fans, what I would do to recoup all this draft capital and make sure we are set up nicely for the 2024 NFL draft is trade down from the number 1 overall spot. I know there's a lot of people on the app. I know there's a lot of people, Bears fans in general, that are very high on quarterback Caleb Williams. I know that he's an outstanding talent coming out of USC, but personally, when you have 5 draft picks and when you look at the NFL draft and it's deep at many positions, we're talking about wide receiver, offensive line, edge rusher, defensive tackle, right? There's so many different areas, so many different position groups that are very deep in the 2024 NFL draft. I think Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears strongly have to consider trading down from the number 1 overall spot and once again continuing to build around quarterback Justin Fields. So you trade down from the number 1 overall spot. You collect a couple of 2nd round picks. You collect maybe a couple of 3rd and 4th round picks. Shoot, you can maybe even collect a couple of 6th or 7th round picks as well, just depending how desperate that team is to trade up to the number 1 overall spot in the 2024 NFL draft. Here's a fun fact, Bears fans. The Chicago Bears have 0 picks in rounds 5 through 7. For a lot of GMs, for a lot of people, those are the money rounds in the NFL draft. Those are where you find the diamonds in the rough in rounds 5 through 7. So Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears have to get busy and they have to get creative in getting more draft capital for the 2024 NFL draft. So I still stick on the same stance. I know there's a lot of people are thinking that I've been switching up on quarterback Justin Fields. I have not switched up on quarterback Justin Fields. I still want him to be QB1 for the Chicago Bears. As you guys can see, I have a signed frame jersey of Justin Fields in the background. He actually replaced Brian Urlacher when I did that massive giveaway to give away that Brian Urlacher jersey. So now Justin Fields is in the background of my podcast backdrop. So I'm still riding with quarterback Justin Fields. And I think the best move and the best route for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears is to take that number 1 overall pick and find the best suitor, whoever's going to give you the most draft capital to move up in the 2024 NFL draft. I think that's what Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears should do, because at the end of the day, once again, this draft is very deep at many different positions, and the Chicago Bears have a lot of holes and a lot of areas of need on this roster. So once again, my projected compensation, what I would be looking for, especially with only 5 draft picks in the 2024 NFL draft, I would put the number 1 overall pick for sale. I would then ask for maybe a couple of 1st round picks, hopefully a couple of 2nd round picks, maybe a couple of day 3 picks as well. And I'd also be looking for future draft capital as well for the 2025 NFL Draft. I know it seems like the Chicago Bears are really high on Caleb Williams, but I can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of other quarterback needy teams that are also going to be high on guys like Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, maybe even a guy like JJ McCarthy, right? So I think Ryan Poles is doing right by taking his time, not rushing into any decisions on quarterback Justin Fields or the number 1 overall pick, right? They still have to do their due diligence, get Caleb Williams in here for his top 30 visit, get more of intel on about the person he is, and just get more deep interviews with Caleb Williams in Halas Hall in Chicago. So I really appreciate Ryan Poles taking his time, but I do want to make it clear that I did not switch up on quarterback Justin Fields. I still think the best course of action is to trade the number 1 overall pick, right? Build around quarterback Justin Fields, draft Marvin Harrison Jr., possibly get an edge rusher, right? And then continue to build the other holes and the other areas of need that we have on this roster. So Bears fan, overall, I just wanted to come on here really quick because after we traded for offensive lineman Ryan Bates, the Chicago Bears now only have 5 draft picks in the 2024 NFL Draft. And we all know, if you all know Ryan Poles, we all know that's not going to cut it for Ryan Poles, as he loves to build through the NFL Draft. So before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. If you were in Ryan Poles' shoes, what would you do to get more draft capital in the 2024 NFL Draft? Let me know down below in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to always hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, I'll be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You've been listening to Geek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.